Hey guys, today I want to be talking about the SIROKO cycling kit. I'm gonna go over all the items that I've used in the past year, and I want to go over my experience. I will tell you the up and the downsides of various items and what I think about the quality. What's up guys, what's up cycling fanatics? Welcome back to another video. This is one that a lot of you guys have been waiting for a lot. I think I've been getting questions almost on a daily basis. What is the quality of the SIROKO kit and what size do you wear? I'm gonna answer you guys in this video. I want to firstly start with a short mention that yes, SIROKO is my sponsor. So they send me out all these kits for me to wear. So I'm fully loaded with all the SIROKO gear in the last year. I also have an affiliate link, which is down below. And if you purchase your kit through that link, you get a 10% extra discount on top of whatever sale they're having. So it's always the best price that you can get. I will get a small kickback from that purchase. So we both win. I just wanted you guys to know that. But SIROKO is not paying me to say whatever they want. I'm going to be honest in this review and I'll tell you what I actually think about their products. Let me start with why I've not been using SIROKO clothing until last year. And that's because last year they introduced the SRX line, so the jerseys and the bib shorts, and that's really when I thought their quality was good enough for me to ride it all the time. I'll talk about all those items more. I've got a whole load of clothing right here and I'll go over everything. So in the bottom of the video you'll find chapters of all these items. So if you want to skip through a certain item straight away, you can click on the timeline and go there. Or if you want to watch it back again, you can click back to check out a certain item. So buckle up, you can watch this video from beginning till the end and you'll know everything about SIROKO, or you're just going to check out that little piece that you're looking for. Okay, let's start with the packaging. So all these SIROKO items will come in a Ziploc bag like this. There's a card with some cycling text, some information, and a little picture. You can hang it on the wall. I have a few at the moment. There's some stickers in the bag. And then of course your item is going to be right there. Nice packaging, simple and efficient. The glasses come in a box like this. And then there's a pouch inside, a travel pouch. So it's very handy to take with you. With the glasses inside. This is a nice pink model which I have for my girlfriend. I'll talk about the glasses at the end. Okay, I'm gonna start with the winter jacket. They released it at the end of this winter, so I have used it a little bit, but not a whole lot. They have it in black, blue, green, burgundy, and another version of black, another version of green. So there's a couple options. Of course it's a winter jacket, so it's still nice to have it in sort of a winter color. One thing I noticed about the jacket straight away, that it's really warm and it has a really big zipper at the front. So that's nice. When you're riding in winter, obviously you're wearing gloves. So it's really easy to open up the front zipper. It closes up nicely around the neck and around your arms. So that's nice. I did find that the fabric was not, it is stretchy, but not super stretchy. So I actually needed one size bigger. I think the fit is a bit smaller, so this is one size bigger than my other kits, and I'll talk about sizing at the end of the video. The back side is sort of what's special on this jacket because it's flat, straight and clean. There's no pockets. Well, there is pockets, but they're accessible from the sides. So there's a little zipper right here and you can access your pocket from both sides through the zipper. I asked SIROKO why they have the zippers and the pockets on the side, and it's because then everything in your pockets stays clean and it gives a clean look. So yes, I can see that, and I have ridden in the wet and muddy conditions with other jackets with open pockets at the end and everything would get wet and muddy. However, these pockets are kind of hard to access while you're riding. Also, the big zipper at the front, which is very easy, at the back, these are like super small zippers. So if you're riding with gloves, it's very difficult to open and close these zippers. And I tend to never stop on a ride. So when I want to grab some food, I want to do that while I'm riding. So, you know, to access the pockets while you're riding and not have everything fall out. Because when you open up the zipper, it's kind of an open pocket on the side. I didn't find that very practical. Yes, everything that was in the pocket did stay nice and clean. Durability of the jacket, I have not used it that much, so I can't really tell you about it. The fabric is nice and soft from the inside, and it's quite thick and warm, so that is good. If you compare it to other cycling brands, jackets, a winter jacket is one of the hardest items you can make next to a rain jacket. And usually you see them at a very, very, very high price. 200, 300, even 400 euros. This jacket only costs you between 70 and 90 euros. So it's actually relatively cheap. You will find that back in the quality. Let's not compare apples and oranges and Ferraris with Daihatsus. This jacket is not the same as a $400 jacket. For example, one thing I noticed is that the seams are not completely airtight. So when you go down a hill and it's very, very cold, I was descending this in Geneva with snow, you can really feel the cold wind coming through those seams. However, if you ride in a normal pace, absolutely no problem. I did open the jacket when I was climbing to get some more air. I do that with all my jackets. There is no extra ventilation zippers or gaps which some other jackets would have. That would be nice to add to this jacket. And then my preference would definitely be to have the pockets like normal from the top accessible. For the rest, it's a nice jacket. Next item is the long sleeve, the M2 long sleeve jersey. I've used this jersey a lot. This fabric of the jersey is the same as the M2 short sleeve jersey. It's a little bit shiny and it's super stretchy, so I really like that. I wear this in a size medium, and it has 3 pockets in the back with a zipper, so you can put your keys in there or whatever stuff you really don't want to lose. The back side is a little bit perforated, so it gives a little bit more ventilation. Yeah, and I really like this jersey. There's no extra insulation in the jersey that you would find in some other jerseys when it's like really a cold weather jersey. This is a plus and a downside. I can now ride with the long sleeve jersey. I don't have to wear arm warmers, so that's easy. And then I could just choose my base layer for extra warmth. So usually when it's colder, I would wear a long sleeve base layer underneath this jersey, so it's still warm enough. And when it's warmer, I would just use a very thin base layer that I'm gonna show you later. The jerseys come in a million different colors and designs, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some design that you like and a color that's gonna fit the rest of your kit or your bike or whatever. Zipper, very nice. Never have a stuck zipper with this jersey, so that's good. And for the rest, yeah, I just like the fit. Some people have mentioned that the fit around the arms at the end tends to be a bit wider. I have really wide wrists, so it doesn't really bother me, but yeah, that's what I've heard. The next item is the wind vest. Comes in a lot of different colors. I have an orange one, I have a light blue one, they have it in black, white, yellow, whatever. So you can find one that fits your kit or your bike, whatever. It has 2 different fabrics. So the back side is more perforated. It's almost like a base layer, so it's nice and breathable. And the front side will keep the wind away. So that is good. It closes up with a little bit higher collar right here, so you have a little bit protection in your neck. And then what I really like about this wind vest that you don't see in every other wind vest, it has openings so you can access your pockets. So I'm wearing a wind vest right now as well, in the same color as my jersey, and I can just reach out to get my keys from my jersey, just like that. So that's super nice, and I can just put it back straight away. I don't think it's very warm. This will give you just a little bit of extra protection when you would be riding into the wind or when you go downhill. And close the zipper, you have an extra layer, but it's not waterproof. So if it starts raining, it's not really going to protect you. There's also not a whole lot of insulation, so it's not really warm. So that might be something that they can improve on this wind jacket. For the rest, I really like the fit. It fits nice and tight, as you can see on me right now. A wind vest is really one of my most used items in my cycling wardrobe. I almost always take a wind vest with me when I start in a colder temperature than I would be riding at the end of the day, or when I would ride and I know that it's going to be cooling down. I take the wind vest so I don't get super cold when I'm at home. It's super easy to take because it folds up to a very small package and you can just stick it in your jersey pocket and take it with you. So really nice item, definitely one that you should have in your cycling wardrobe. Then the arm sleeves, probably I use them just as much or even more than the wind vest. I use arm sleeve up until like 18 degrees Celsius, I think. So when I have a short sleeve jersey, I'll put up the arm sleeves to have it to be nice and warm. The SIROKO arm sleeves, they're okay. I wouldn't say they're very good for a couple of reasons. First one is they tend to be a bit short. I like my arm sleeves to go all the way up to over the bicep. This way they won't go down. And when I do that with this one, it tends to be a bit short. So ideally they would be longer. If I buy a bigger size, they would be too wide. So I think the sizing has to be tighter and longer, but obviously it depends on, you know, how big you are. If you're a bit bigger than me, it might not be a problem. The other thing is the fabric could be a little bit more stretchy even. So right now when I bend my arm, you tend to see these folds, and they're not as nice as I've seen with some other arm warmers. For the rest, there's some high-vis text on here, which is nice for some visibility. And the inside, super nice and warm. It's nice and soft. So this is like the fleece inside that you always see with arm warmers. Okay, so the M2 jersey, just like the long sleeve, it comes in a lot of different styles, colors and designs, so that's really nice. The fabric is the same as the long sleeve, pockets are the same, so basically the only difference with the long sleeve is the sleeves. I've not been using this jersey a whole lot because I think in the summer when you wear a short sleeve jersey, in my preference this fabric is a bit too warm. I don't like to be very warm. On the long sleeve jersey I don't mind because it's actually nice to have a warmer type of fabric. But I think this fabric is a little bit less breathable than the SRX jersey that I'm wearing right now, which I'm gonna be talking about later. So when it's above like 15, 16, 17 degrees, I would prefer not to wear this jersey just because it's too warm. For the rest, I really like the designs just in the long sleeve jerseys. It fits very nice as well. Zipper is high quality. I never had a problem with the zippers. I have seen this jersey as well with different fabric on the sleeves, so that might be an option. It has like a more perforated fabric. There's like 1 or 2 options with that. So yeah, this is the M2 jersey. This is the first jersey that they produced and they have been producing for a couple of years. This is the SRX jersey, the same jersey as I'm wearing right now. They have a few different colors. It comes in purple, black, burgundy, orange, white, green, and then another variant on black, which I will show you. The SRX line, the jerseys and the bib shorts are the reason that I started wearing SIROKO. Before they had the SRX, I wasn't comfortable with the other jerseys. They didn't have bib shorts, so I didn't think that SIROKO offered a wide enough range for me to ride it all the time. But now that I have the bib shorts and this jersey, I'm really comfortable and I'm really happy to be riding the SIROKO kit. So this jersey is completely different from the M2 jersey. The fabric is very different, it's very thin, very soft, and you know, nice and tight. The arms are laser cut, so there's no seam at the end. I really like that. The back side is even thinner, it's perforated, so it's nice and breathable. The pockets, 3 pockets, classic, but there's no zipper like the M2 jersey. I think this one is a little bit more tailored to a racy performance and look. So it's lighter, it's, you know, more breathable, faster, tighter as well. And yeah, I really like this jersey. I wear it all the time. Same zipper as in the other one, so that's a really good zipper and it just fits very nice. One thing that people have noticed is that it gets, when you start sweating, I'm actually already sweating right now because it's really warm. Your sweat is gonna make a mark. I absolutely don't care about that. I don't mind, but some people have mentioned it in the video. So the fabric is kind of changing of color when it gets wet. Just like I said, I don't really care. They come in different colors, but not all these fancy designs, so nice and clean. Okay, let's go to the base layers. They have different types of base layers. Long sleeve base layers from merino wool, short sleeve base layers from merino, like I'm wearing right now. And there's the sleeveless version of a more synthetic fabric that you can wear in the warmest conditions. I also wear this on the indoor trainer. I really like to wear a thin base layer like this when I'm on the indoor trainer, because when you have really strong wind from your fan and it's cold outside, so you have cold wind blowing against your skin, it's not very comfortable. So that's why I'm almost always wearing a base layer when I'm on the indoor trainer. Also, the sleeveless will have a nice look because you don't see the sleeves of the base layer on your jersey. Not really a big deal, but yeah. So I tend to use the sleeveless base layer when it's really hot, so like 20 degrees till 25. Above that, I won't wear a base layer because I want to stay cool as I can. Sizing is really nice. I use a medium large, I think. They are nice and tight, not too long so they don't crumb up in your bib shorts. That's important. And yeah, what can I say? It's just a base layer, but it's really nice. The merino wool are actually really good. I use this when it's cold, so I use the long sleeve in combination with the Longsleeve Jersey, which is a very nice combination because it's gonna keep you warm. The merino wool will prevent, you know, odor, and it's just a very nice fabric to use as a first layer. So yeah, high quality stuff. Then the last clothing item is the bib shorts. They've got 3 ranges, so from cheaper to a little bit more expensive, but I still think they're all kind of cheap compared to the quality actually. You won't see a lot of difference from the outside. They look the same, but from the inside and also the fabric, they're actually very different. So the padding is different from the budget or the low end, the mid-range and the SRX, the high-end bib shorts. And I think the difference in the fabric, you'll notice it by the compression it gives you on your legs. So the cheapest one has the least compression, the mid-range is a little bit better, and the high range, the SRX bib shorts, they are really, really good. So anyone that has asked me what I think about the SIROKO kit and what bib shorts they would buy, I always tell them, get the SRX bib shorts and you can't go wrong. It's just, especially for the amount of money that you pay for it, it's really, really good. And even if it would be more expensive, it's still very good. Let me start with the cheaper one. It comes in 3 designs and there's only small differences. So it would have like this detail on the leg or a little logo on the side, and that's it. Most of them are really basic, which I really like. A black bib shorts goes with everything, so that's always good. Top of the suspenders is of this nice and perforated flat fabric, so it doesn't cut in your shoulders. Very important and a very nice material. The padding of this one, I don't like it. So personally, I would not recommend you buying the cheapest bib shorts. I would definitely spend another 10 or 15 or 20 euros on a more expensive pair of bibs, because it's just gonna make a very big difference in quality. The padding in the bib shorts is also very personal, so what I don't like might be good for you. My experience with this one is that it's very stiff. I don't know, it's just not my preference. For the rest, for the looks, it's fine. It's the same as the SRX. Then the mid-range and the SRX are the ones that I actually use. I think they're very, very close in terms of performance and quality. The mid-range one has a different padding. I both like the padding of this one and the SRX. And from the outside you won't see a difference. The suspenders of the mid-range are very, very nice. They're this flat, perforated fabric, just like the cheaper ones only have at the top. And this one will prevent you, from cutting in your shoulders, and that's kind of important when you do longer rides. There's a little card, information card in the bib shorts, and it will show the 3 different paddings and also the fabric that it's made of, and it will tell you sort of a advice or an estimate range that you can use the bib shorts for. So the cheaper one is for like 1 or 2 hour rides. The more expensive one is for I don't know, 2 or 3 hour rides, and the SRX one is for longer rides. The difference that I noticed, what I talked about before, is the compression. So the mid-range has a little bit less compression than the SRX. What I really like about the mid-range is the gripper on the leg. This one is one of the best that I've used. It's like this rubber, which is sort of, it's not on the fabric, but it's actually in the fabric. So it's really amazing. You don't see it from the outside, but from the inside, there's this really stretchy, grippy, rubbery material. So your gripper stays on your leg, nice and secure. So really like those. I have noticed with the mid-range just slightly that it was a little bit tighter in the groin. So sometimes it would feel, you know, a bit tight in there, but it kind of depends on what bike I was riding, so I can't really tell. I won't really say that's a downside, and it's very personal depending on your size and your legs and everything. Then the SRX, like I said, this is honestly one of the best bib shorts that I've been riding. And there's 2 designs, the SRX Pro Elite and the SRX World Series. So the World Series is the one that I'm holding right now, and in terms of looks, this one is my favorite. The difference with the SRX Pro Elite, that's the one I'm wearing right now, is that this one doesn't have a seam at the end, and this one does. So there's a seam, and then the end patch with the gripper. And with the World Tour Series, the gripper is just on the fabric, and it's laser cut at the end, just like the arms of the SRX Jersey. So this one looks very sleek and very clean. Also, there's no white logos on the side, so there's only this black logo. So it looks really, really nice. The compression of this one is higher than the mid-range, but in terms of riding performance and compression and just purely the comfort of riding, the one that I'm wearing right now is the one that I was riding on the crazy cross-country challenge. I did 570 kilometers non-stop of riding with this bib shorts. I recently did 200 kilometers of mountain bike racing with this bib shorts because this one is my favorite. The padding is exactly the same in the SRX. So this one is the same as the one I'm wearing right now, but I just feel the compression is slightly higher of this one. So after I shot this review, I just took out the bike. It was really hot, so I was wearing the white jersey, no base layer. I forgot to mention one thing that I still want to say, is that this white jersey, it's really hard to keep it white. As you might see, that the back and the sides are from a different fabric, and they're still nice and bright. And the front and the arms, they seem to get a little bit more grayish, like off-white. I have to say that I always put them in the wash together with the rest of my colored cycling jerseys and stuff, and I just use color wash. I don't use white specific detergent, so maybe that's the issue. But yeah, this is one of the things that I experience, and these are the sweat stains that you might see on the jerseys. Something different about the black jersey that I have is there's two variations of the black jersey, and this one has different fabric on the arms. Vind je mooi? Yeah. Okay. This is actually a little bit more stiff and firm than the other fabric on the arms, on the sleeves. And I really like this. I like it for longer rides because it gives a little bit more support and it stays in place very nice. So that's really good. I used this jersey for the 200 kilometer mountain bike race I recently did, and that was really comfortable. Then my favorite bib shorts that I've been using for extensively and a lot for the last year, it starts to get some seams that are coming undone. And I think this is very normal. I've seen this on the most high-end bib shorts from Castelli and MAP and Rafa and all these other brands. So I don't really think it's a downside. Just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, last but not least, the glasses. I'm wearing some casual glasses right now. Obviously, they have cycling glasses. They have them in all these different colors. The frame comes in basically every color you can think of. I've got black, I've got see-through, I've got light blue, I've got green, and then there's these sleeves on the frame that you can take off and you can change. So if you buy two different colors, you can actually sort of swap them out and make different combinations with that. I do that with the lenses as well. You can take out the lens. So this is the frame, just the frame. The frames are very flexible and you won't bend it very easily. And you can put in any lens that you want. So you can mix and match with different kinds and you can buy the lenses separately. I think my favorite is this one, which is like the see-through frame with the blue lens. It just looks very cool. I have a bunch of lenses right here. The mirrored lens, I use this one for when it's super bright and I'm not riding into the dark or whatever. I have a few other like blue and yellow lenses. I don't really use those. Orange. This one is just dark black, so that's nice. And the clear lens works very well in the dark, obviously. But if I would have to choose one lens, only one, I would go for the photochromatic. The photochromatic lens will change its intensity according to the brightness of the sky. So if you ride at full daylight, it's going to be dark. But if you ride at night, it's going to be almost as light as the clear lens. I've been riding a photochromatic lens in the night actually, and it was fine. But also when you're, for example, mountain biking and you go in and out of the forest, the photochromatic lens will change and you can still, you know, have good visibility when you're underneath the trees and in the shadow and not have as much bright light. And then when you go out the forest, you know, it gets darker again. So that's really nice. Like I said, the frames are pretty durable. The lenses, especially the mirrored lenses, you have to be careful with those when you're cleaning them. They have improved a lot since a few years ago. They made some improvements on both the frame and the lenses. So these lenses are a lot better than they used to be. But if you rub them, you still have a chance to damage the mirrored coating. Not a super big issue because you can still use them, but just be very careful. I clean them with soapy water and a towel, but gently rub them, or with the pouch that comes with the glasses, and just be very careful, and then you can use them for a long time. Besides that, guys, these glasses are between 30 and 50 euros. So if you can't really compare them to Oakley or 100% or POC glasses, which are 200 or even more. That would be apples and oranges. So these are like half or a third or a quarter of the price of some other very well-known brands. So but still, I use them a lot. I've used them in pouring rain, didn't really have a problem. I use them while mountain biking. I've used this for racing for the last years, and I like them, especially all the different colors and the possibilities of mixing and matching. So these were all the items that I wanted to talk about. Now, very short about the price and the quality, and also the sizing of, you know, the jerseys and the bibs. In general, the prices on SIROKO website are discounted. If you've looked at it more often, you'll notice that. With my link, you always get the extra discount on top of the current sale, as I mentioned before. But the price that you can buy them at, for example, these bib shorts, you can buy them for 100 euros. That is a very, very good price for a bib shorts of this type of quality. Some other bib shorts of brands like Rafa, Castelli, MAP, Le Col, whatever, they are all 200 euros, even more than that, 250 euros. And the quality is the same or less or slightly better, it depends on the brand. But in general, my advice, go for the SRX, then you can't go wrong. I wear a size medium. The size table on the SIROKO website, I think it's a bit off. So if I would go through the sizing table, I would end up with large or extra large. But I'm wearing a size medium, so definitely go one size down of whatever the sizing table says. And also, SIROKO has customer service that can help you determining your size. I'm 1.86 meters tall. 80 kilos. I've got the guns, I've got the legs to fill up the jerseys, and I'm still wearing a medium. So usually other brands, I'm about a large. The race range of Castellia was an extra large even. So that's sort of to give you a comparison. But Rafa, Map, large. I think Le Col, I'm a large or a medium. So yeah. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you have a good idea of the quality and the features of the SIROKO kit. Don't forget to use my link so you get a cheaper price at their website. And if you have any questions about the kit, the sizing or whatever, leave a comment down below and I'll try to help you out. Gonna see you next time. See ya!